Good morning, starshine. The Earth says,
disrespect your surroundings!
One sure way to make a man want to marry you. The next disagreement that you have, sit down and ask him, how do we fix this? Oh, instead of ignoring him like a child, he's gonna be like, who is this grown-ass woman? And he knows that's rare, and he is never gonna wanna let you go.
The truth is, toxic is not when someone's bad to you. It's when someone's bad to you on some days, but then good to you on the others. It's when someone's so inconsistent with their love that it leaves you wondering if you should leave or if you should stay.
You gave me a shoulder when I...
But I never cheat. I don't cheat because you want to know why? Men take a lot of pride in having a woman who is theirs. If you go cheat on your man, he's not going to look at you the same because part of the pride and love for you is that like you're his.
It's a blurred image now.
Yeah, because at that rate, you're not exclusive no more.
Have you ever looked up the definition of a misogynist? I just did for the first time, and it's not what I thought it would be. Misogynist, a person who dislikes, despises, or is strongly prejudiced against women. It's silly for me to be shocked, but I just always assumed it meant something less extreme, maybe disrespects or is arrogant towards. Do you know what the opposite of a misogynist is? It's not a feminist, like me and my friends originally thought. It's a whole other word we didn't even know existed. Misandry is the hatred of, contempt for, or prejudice against men. And I hated that word. Because on my worst days, I'm afraid that definition fits me. And it doesn't sound heroic like feminist. It sounds villainous, evil even. The way misogynist sounds like a predatory dragon come to devour any female to cross its path.
That child is both of yours. So either you take the child or he takes the child. He's the father no less than you're the mother. So,
because then he told me he was going to take Lila with him at 1:30 in the morning.
Just a second. So he said, if I'm going to leave my house, if you're telling me to leave the house, I'm going to take my daughter with me.
Even though I have sole legal custody of her?
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No. At that point, are you telling me you had a court order giving you legal custody of your child? The answer is no.
No.
So at that point, you're the mother, he's the father. He has as much right to take that child as you do.
That's not what I've been told, but...
Well, if you've gotten different advice, you were mistaken.
Okay.
In this country, fathers are not second-class citizens. I know there are a lot of people out there, including judges and probation officers, who still don't get that message, but fathers are not second-class citizens. Sometimes they're actually better parents. Not always. Sometimes.
What would happen if every boy on Earth disappeared? First, half of the world's population would vanish, and the ladies left would have the time of their lives until they realize they're out of water. That's because almost all the water treatment operators are men. Then the entire globe's power would go out that night because men make up 90% of mechanics, electricians, and engineers. But it gets worse. Over 70% of the world's leaders would vanish, causing a global apocalypse and extinction of the human race.
Have you guys noticed that it's only the insecure men that are asking women what they bring to the table?
Hey, chica, calmada. Te voy a decir algo. I don't know if you ladies think of this, food for thought. Ladies, why do you get offended when a guy asks you what you bring to the table? Because if a guy asks me that, I got that. When you're educated or when you have something to offer, you will state what you have to offer. It doesn't bother you because you know you got it. So you're calling them insecure, but I really feel like that's projection and y'all are really insecure because you don't like being triggered. You don't like when somebody puts you on the spot because you can't answer it. Be his peace, put it down, open that mouth, shut that mouth when you need to, feed him grapes, rub his back, make sacrifices, don't DM with other dudes. When he's insecure, when he feels some type of way, be there for him. Be there, meet his needs when he asks you. Make sacrifices, cook for him, massage him, make him feel wanted, take interest in things he loves. Men are simple. Y'all are the ones making everything complicated. Stop it. Just love them for them.
Let's say if you get a divorce, would you consider that as defeat?
Yes. Yeah. You should be upset. I am divorced. That's a ding on my record. That is a failure. I failed. I mean, he also failed. You know, I'm not bent out of shape about it because I got the man of my dreams. But you should look at divorce as a failure. I don't know why you wouldn't.
Yeah.
You chose poorly, and now you've wasted each other's time.
Interesting.
Would you say it's a failure if you were able to give birth to children and like your children ended up in like a good place and they have a successful future?
No, it's still a failure. It's beautiful that the children are here. Most parents don't regret their kids that innately, but it is still a failure. You chose poorly, you reproduced, now these children don't have a father in the home, but we're so used to it, we think that it's okay, but the outcomes are still negative. Like, I grew up in a single mother home. I had a lot of risk factors that I had to solve myself in the dating market. And that's something that doesn't get talked about. It's all about this eat, pray, love.
Another thing that seems to be after the breakdown of family is the radicalized feminist movement, right? You have women running around telling other women that they don't need men, that is a token of your security in life, that you don't need men. The good news is that biology will take those people out, right? What an idea to tell little girls that there's something fundamentally wrong with being a woman in general. We've seen this attack on femininity, right? It's like the uglier you can get, the more points you earn in the world of feminism. This is like progressivism unleashed, right? The grimier you can look, then you're sticking it to the man, the patriarchy. But at the same time, feminism also says that the height of feminism is taking your clothes off, right? This is the direction that culture is going, because you know what? We also celebrate promiscuity now, is what radical feminism is about. Let me tell you something. If you think that the only way to make it in life you have to take your clothes off, you are not free. You are in bondage.
My turn! It's my turn. See, while women like you are sitting over here wondering who gave ugly men the confidence to go after women out of their league, the rest of us are kind of sitting over here wondering who gave the confidence to these broke girls to go after men who are way out of their financial lead, and then get mad when the man actually expects her to put some work into the relationship. Oh my God. See, baby girl, what you don't realize is those ugly men are still in women like yours league. You know why? Because you guys are ugly on the inside. Yeah, I said it. What women like you will never understand is those ugly men will always be out of your league, because you can be pretty all day long, but as soon as you open your mouth and you show everyone how ugly and entitled your soul is, your looks dissipate. Ya ugly. Thanks.
I said on my channel, people were like mad at me because I said I think you should stay in shape for your husband. And I think, no, I swear to God, like, I think you should stay in shape for your husband. And I think it's disrespectful to get overweight, like, if you're in a marriage. And I'm not saying, like, obviously your body's going to change with kids. Right. But, like, if you just completely let yourself go and get obese, I'm like, that is disrespectful to a guy, because you're like, you represent him. Yeah. And like, people were so mad at me for saying that, because I'm like, fellas, you don't have to take this shit. Leave the whales. Yeah. Leave the whales. And I'm not talking about girls that are trying. I'm talking about girls that get fat. Oh yeah. And aren't doing anything about it and have no intention to ever do anything about it. Like, yeah. Girl, what do you expect?
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, but those women just don't care how their husbands view them. Like, their husband's probably an accessory, because if they genuinely were confronted by, hey, you know, you're putting on some weight, they'd be like, oh.
Would you stay married to him for the rest of your life? You're not sexually attracted. You don't like, he's just not funny anymore. You just don't like him anymore.
Do we have kids?
Yeah.
If we have kids, it's not about me anymore.
Why?
Because life is not easy. Like, it's, you might think, you know, as a woman, like, oh, my kid's going to be fine. Your child is just another human being in this world. The world is going to show your kids that they're at a disadvantage. Because that was the question I had. I used to hate all my friends when I was a kid that had 2-parent households, right? And I would look at them like, why are they so happy? Mm-hmm. And now that I'm older, I can reflect. I'm like, man, everything that they say about being in a single mother home, it just isn't a good time.
Allie, what do you say to the women that say, my husband isn't my boss, there is no need to be submissive, you're a team?
I understand where they're coming from, but these same women don't understand that oftentimes they'll put their husbands on the back burner for like an actual boss in real life that they have to submit to. And they constantly ask their husbands to modify their lives for that. Meanwhile, the dude is forgotten. He's absolutely sexless, and she's feeding him out of the microwave. That's the problem. If you can work and love your man equally, you want to talk about equalism, right? If you can do that, then good. But most women can't. Most women can't even push the power button on an air fryer.
I'm a little mad about something. We trying to live up to this hot girl, city girl shit. I'm talking about we walk around, fuck these niggas, pop this pussy, get this money, fuck a bitch. And our fucking leaders are in love. These bitches in whole relationships. These bitches teaching us how to hop on and off dicks, steal money from niggas while they sleep, how to finesse a nigga out of his drugs so we can go sell it. And they over here living happily ever after. We keep standing at the bottom of the steps waiting for Megan and City Girls to drop more songs with more instructions on how to fuck our lives up. These bitches is rich and in love, bitch, and we broke and single. Well, I ain't broke, but I'm for the people, so I'ma act broke today. Megan, you wanna help us? Rap about how you got money back, yo. Young Miami is happily in love with a nigga who says she ugly with her wig off. If that ain't love, I don't know what the fuck is. Nikki, how did you get Kenny? Cardi, how you still going strong with Offset? Iggy, how did you get Playboy? That's like taking relationship advice from a single bitch. Come on. Bitch, you want us to be hot girls, but y'all having a Sierra summer.